I'm in New York. Okay, room tour time. Tell me this isn't beautiful. It's very narrow, but it's beautiful. Space is a premium, obviously, in a place like New York City, and they make the most of it. I'm on the 21st floor. This is room 2102, if you really want to know. So it's one little room, but perfect. I love it. I love how bright and airy it is. Here's the bathroom area. You got a sink with some amenities and a bunch of towels. There's even some glasses and tissues down there. Interesting. Okay. The shower is right here. And it has a rain head, but then also like that kind of doodad, which is exactly what my shower is like at home. More little things here. Yep. Gotta have your little things, obviously. And then this glass door is a toilet. You have a closet right here. I'm not sure what the heck that thing is, but it looks like a steamer or something. I don't know. I love that it comes with a bathrobe. That will be nice to relax at the end of a long, very wet day. It's supposed to rain the entire time I'm here, which is not very long. We've got our mini bar with select, probably very expensive items in it. And I'm guessing this is a hairdryer. And then probably just some empty drawers. Yeah. We got a mirror. Shall I say hello? Hello. Okay. And then I love this blanket. This is a really nice touch. I think it really softens up the room because obviously it's kind of modern lines and everything. TV I will turn off and leave off because I'm not a TV person. But I think this is so cool. I love the lighting. I love the desk. I'm probably going to end up doing yoga like over here because that's the only place that I think I'll have room to roll out the mat. But it's plenty of room for that, so that should work out fine. They did give some water, which is nice. And the best part, I think, is this view. So I did mention I'm on the 21st floor. It's raining, but right in the heart of Times Square. It's just neat. This is just like quintessential New York tourist kind of situation. You know? What are all those people in line for? I don't know. But I love it. I mean, it's only 2 nights and you know, I'm here to do the theater district thing, so that's why I picked this hotel, because it's right in between the 2 theaters that I will be visiting tonight and tomorrow night. And that is the whole kit and caboodle. That bed looks real nice. Oh, that is nice. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, and there's a curtain. I didn't even know that. There's a curtain that separates the whole bathroom area and closet area from the bedroom area. I guess if you wanted some privacy. Don't need anyone, it's just you. Hold on a minute. What kind of funhouse mirror is this? I suddenly am hipless and I have a thigh gap. What is this? It's a funhouse mirror. Look, the further you get away, the skinnier you get. Okay. Somebody's vacuuming in the hallway. Shoot. Are you all right? Oh dear. Okay. Take 2. That was interesting. Anyway, I thought I would just unpack a little bit. There's not much to unpack. And I'm not the kind of person who lives out of a suitcase even for a day and a half. No. I have no interest in doing that. Gotta have your Lululemon Everywhere belt bag. That's the only handbag I brought. And I think that's right. And travel friend. Oh, goes so well with the blanket. Okay, so here's what's what. It's been a very long time since I came to New York City. Years? When was the last time I was here? I want to say it was before Charlotte was born. I feel like I might be forgetting something, but I think it's been that long. So it's 7, 8 years. I feel like the last time I was here, I saw the Rockettes at the Christmas show, and was that the last time? Or I did come for the Blog Her conference. Maybe I had already had Charlotte at that point. I can't remember, but it's been some number of years. I'm gonna wear those tonight, so there's no point in putting them away. Anyway, I miss it. You know, I have a complicated relationship with New York, but I spent the entirety of my childhood from 0 to like 18, 19, 0 to 19, coming to New York on a regular basis because my grandparents, my mom's parents, lived pretty much right across the street from Carnegie Hall, 57th and 7th, and we would come several times a year, at least twice a year, to see them. And so I have a lot of fond, like, family memories. You'll come out. This is all I brought, by the way. 3 packet cubes. One with loungy day clothes and one with my theater outfits, which are very simple, and I'll show you. They're nothing to get too excited about as with any of my fashion choices. Anyway, the thing I was saying was, and then I came here for school, right? I was so excited to apply to, sure, and I've unpacked. That's the whole bag. Anyway, I was so excited. I applied early decision to NYU. It was my dream school. I got in. So I didn't actually, I'd started applications to other colleges. Curious, my second choice was Washington University in St. Louis. Third choice was Michigan University. Obviously, in Michigan. Wow, that's like the easiest unpacking ever. Anyway, one thing. So I came to NYU in the fall of September of 2001, and we all know what happened in the fall of 2001 in New York City, and that left a big impact on me. I've talked about it before, but witnessing 9/11 in real time as an impressionable, very anxious, kind of in and out of depression 18-year-old was, that was a thing. Let's change spots. Anyway, long story short, did not stay at that school. I spent just my freshman year there. Then I went to UMass Amherst. I just needed to not be in the city. It was just too much for me. And it was arguably always too much for me. But yeah, I love New York, and I also don't love New York at the same time. And it holds a lot of history, a lot of family history, a lot of memories. Some really wonderful, some really horrible, and everything in between. But I do like to come back every few years and kind of just reconnect with the place. And I felt like I was due. And there's some shows I really want to see, and I had a little blip of time to go do something fun, and that's what I decided to do. It's not nice out. It's not going to be a nice weekend. That's not going to stop me from traipsing around the whole city tomorrow. Today, I just got in, and I have a show in just a few hours. So I think I might just, I might just throw on my raincoat and go walk around just to move my legs a little bit, because I've been traveling all day. But tomorrow will be the day that we explore together, and I'm planning on walking uptown and then downtown and just spending the whole day on my feet, and culminating in another show tomorrow night. So that's the game plan. It's a different kind of adventure, but an adventure nonetheless. And it's nice. It's nice to be back. And 2 nights is perfect for somebody with a complicated history and relationship with New York. I think it's just perfect. You kind of blip in, you kind of blip out, and you go. That being said, there is a whole heck of a lot to do in New York. So if you want to come visit, maybe do a bit longer than a weekend. But if you're sensitive to city life, maybe just a weekend is perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go do those things I just said, and I'll see you later. All right, outfit of the evening in the mirror that makes me look like I weigh 95 pounds. I do not. I just think it's funny. Anyway, I've got my favorite black pants from AG. Finally remembered what that brand is. My favorite black booties from Corky's. Are these called booties? They like come up to here. I think they are. Don't know where this sweater is from. I've had it for a long time. But we're going with the sweater and black look for the weekend, cause comfort. Also, I didn't bring any makeup, but I did bring mascara. Does that make a difference? I don't know. And I brought tinted lip balm. So we're classing it up here. And my hair is just gonna be a hot mess. It already is. Like, I just brushed it, but it's so humid from the rain, and it's all good. We're gonna go. Oh my gosh, that was epic. It's really dark. Oh, let's lean in real close. Oh my gosh, you guys. That show was epic. I mean, one of the reasons I wanted to come to New York sooner than later was the opportunity to see Hugh Jackman. I'm a big fan, for obvious reasons. But to see him on stage live, doing Harold Hill in The Music Man. And The Music Man is not my favorite show. I'm fond of it. I grew up with that music. I'm fond of it. I've seen the show several times over my lifetime in different places and different spaces with different kinds of theater troupes. But I don't think I've seen it on Broadway. And certainly not with Hugh Jackman before today. And it was great. It was so great. He was great. I was in the third row on the aisle. That was a primo seat. And wow. I mean, if you have the opportunity to see him in it, awesome. But even if he's not in it, when it's still playing, or however, I don't know what his run time, I'm sure he's got like movies and stuff he's going to be in. It's a great show and so much fun, and the cast was so talented. There were so many little kids in it too who were mind-blowingly talented, and the dancers were fantastic, and it was just a whole lot of fun, and I'm just still reverberating in that fun energy. And best night. I don't know if you saw, I took myself to Capitol Grill. We have Capitol Grill in Chicago. It's a very nice restaurant. Honestly, I didn't look ahead and plan like unique New York places to eat. I really just booked my travel, like my airfare and my hotel, and the 2 theater tickets, and was like, I'll just wing it the rest of the time. And Capitol Grill, it's like a block away from the theater, so I was like, okay, I'll go there. And then I don't know how to pronounce it, but the ice cream place, the Van something or other, they have dairy-free ice cream and lots of it, like half a dozen different flavors. So I saved dessert for that, and that's just over by it's in Rockefeller Center, and I had a double scoop sundae. It was so good. And then I got to see Music Man, and it was incredible. And it was just an incredible evening, and I had the best time. And I've got all day tomorrow. It's very wet. It is just like rain, rain, rain. But hey, you know, what's a little water? We still have all the fun. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the hay, just feeling really just full of joy and grateful to be here, and wow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, New York. You are rainy, but it's all right. Just a little bit. I realized that this is very odd that I'm sitting on the floor of the hotel room talking to you, but I didn't bring my actual tripod on this trip because I didn't really think I'd be using it that much, which I haven't. But as it turns out, the little one I brought is not meant for a camera this heavy, and it did not. It's done. So I just have you on the little side table here. I didn't check in much today. I filmed little bits here and there. It was quite a day. It feels like a very, very long, but very just full day. I walked 11 miles today, all in total, and the majority of the day, pretty much the entire morning and afternoon that I was out, it was a downpour. It was like when I was in Florida and it rained so much over marathon weekend. Was it that one? Where it rained so much and I got so soaking wet? Or was that no, that was the Wine and Dine where it was pouring. It was that kind of rain. My shoes are and it's chilly and the heat is pumping right now. So my shoes got soaked. I got soaked. My original plan was to go uptown and downtown, and I cut that and just went downtown. I was going to walk the park, which I love to do when I'm here and the weather's cooperating, but that would have been another few hours out in the rain, and it just wasn't going to be fun. I was soaked, my camera was soaked, and it was fine. I thoroughly enjoyed walking downtown. So I took clips and stuff. I'll just walk you through what I did. I did go just a few, I went 10 blocks uptown to see my grandparents' old apartment, which I always like to visit, at least to see the building when I'm in town, because as I mentioned, just family, memories, nostalgia, love. I miss them. I miss them a lot. I wish they were still here. but they'd be like 120 years old or 115 or something. So that wasn't ever going to happen. They lived long, full lives, and I'm so blessed to have known them. And so that's one of the reasons I come back to this city, which quite frankly is very overwhelming for me. 2 nights is more than enough that I ever need in this city. I am staying like in the heart of tourism in Times Square. That was a decision I made just to be close to the theaters, because I knew I was here specifically to see theater. I do hope to come back at some point, and I don't think I'll stay in Times Square again, because it's just so crowded and loud. It's loud everywhere in New York, but it's especially crowded and loud and like right here. But this hotel is lovely and I do enjoy it. Anyway, I walked up that way, and then I walked over and down, what was that, like 9th Avenue? I started walking down and found a bagel place that was so good. I had a whole wheat everything bagel, toasted with tofu, vegetable cream cheese, and it was exactly what I wanted. I've been thinking about it all week, and it was perfection. I'm sorry, but I've never been anywhere that has better bagels than New York City. Never. And the whole wheat everything bagel, I'm still like relishing that memory, that food memory. What else? Oh yeah, I wanted to, you guys know I'm like a huge Peloton fan, and I enjoy being a member so much. I knew I was like gonna get to go into Peloton or like whatever. It's still, the studios are still not open to the public, but I wanted to walk by there, and I've been wanting to walk the Hudson High Line for a while, and it's newer. I don't know exactly how old it is. It's got to be not older than like 4 or 5 years old, I would imagine. But I went over to Peloton, and it was really pouring by this time. I had been out for like almost an hour walking at this point. And I just saw it, and it just made my heart happy. It's like when you're really into something, it's fun to see even just like the place where it is. But across the street from that was this like extremely fancy mall that I think is, again, like maybe 4 or 5 years old. It can't be that old. I've never been there before. I had like all these really like high-end stores in it, but it was just nice. I spent like about an hour there just kind of walking around. I got a chai. I got a cupcake. The cupcake from Magnolia was not much, but it was like one of those staple New York things I wanted to have. And I had some macarons from L'Oreal. They had a little cart there. So my original plan was to go up, down, and go to the actual L'Oreal. I don't know if I'm saying it right, L'Oreal. I don't know location, but I didn't go uptown like I said. But I was happy to get a couple of macarons at the cart there, and just kind of walk around this super fancy mall, which was fun. I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy anything at all while I was here other than food, but I didn't really have any designs to do that. And then, so I spent a while there just kind of like drawing off, and then I walked all the way down to the West Village, and by that point, I was just like, I gotta go back. I'm sopping wet. I gotta go back. I gotta take these sopping wet tennis shoes off. I need to make a plan. So I hauled all the way back up, all the way from the West Village, back up, kind of like just did a little oval, if you will. I walked back up 7th Avenue, all the way back up to 47th Street. I was probably out walking for about 5 or 6 hours, I would say. I got back to the hotel, it was just about 3. And I was like, well, I could just like hang out and read my book and just like order some room service and just chill until the show. Or I could go out and do something because I'm here. But it was still raining, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I took myself to, I was hungry because I had only had that bagel and the like treats earlier in the day. So I took myself to Haru Sushi. I don't know how to say it, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I went super early. It was like 3:30 or something, or 4. And I had just a really nice meal. And then I went and I took myself to see Doctor Strange, the new Marvel movie at the AMC theaters right here in downtown. Because I had exactly that amount of time. The movie lined up perfectly. One wanting to see that movie anyway. And had it not been so rainy and so wet all day, I totally would have just spent that time that would have been spent, earlier in the day walking more uptown around the park, and then I would have explored more downtown. But I really just wanted to walk the city today, but the weather had different designs for me, so it's okay. I rolled with it. It was nice to sit and dry off and enjoy. And then I just came back from seeing the play Plaza Suite with Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick, two of my absolute favorites. That was such a delight. Interesting themes about marriage and the longevity of relationships and whether they're really sustainable for the majority of people. I don't know. As a divorced woman, I'm not going to get too much into that, but I don't know. It was great fun, and they were fantastic, and I just feel so blessed to take this little weekend to just do the New York thing and have fun and take myself out on the town. And I had a really good time. And I enjoyed bringing you with me. I'm going home first thing in the morning, so I'm going to wrap up the video here, but it's been fun. This is all the New York I need in small little bites like this. 2 nights I think is perfect. Nicer weather. There's definitely, I would spend more time outside doing more walking around and things. And by the way, the High Line, the Hudson River High Line, is fan-frickin-tastic. It was just like pouring and windy, like sideways rain. So I had my camera was like shoved into my raincoat, which I had zipped up to here, and I had my rain coat on all the way, and then my umbrella, because it was so windy and erratically in different directions, the umbrella kept like popping, when it like goes the wrong way. So I had it down like as close to my head as possible, and I was laughing for most of that. But by the like end of that, closer to 3, I was just getting really chilled because I was just soaked through, at least in my feet. I didn't bring proper rain shoes. I knew it was going to rain. I didn't know it would be like pouring rain the whole time. And I was just cold and chilled at that point, which is why I came back and kind of recalibrated my plans to be inside and dry. And, that's one of the beauties of solo travel is I have the flexibility. Like, I don't have to account for anybody else's needs or wants, and I can just do what I need and what I want. And there's something really, really liberating about that. I don't want to discredit at all traveling with a loved one, a friend, a partner, a family member. Those are amazing trips, but it's just a different bag, right? And there's nothing wrong with enjoying doing your own thing too. So if I can in any way, shape, or form encourage any of you who have been either considering or on the fence about solo travel, even if you're in, a functioning marriage, happy partnership, a family dynamic where it's, maybe on paper you might think it doesn't make sense to get away, I think it's nice to take even just like one night, or if you can't do a night, like a whole day, like take yourself out on a day trip or a couple hours even, to just let yourself do whatever your heart desires on a whim, and let your loved ones do that too when they need to. I think it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming along on my New York jaunt with me. I will be back. I don't know when, but I have some thoughts about that. But yeah, it was nice to reconnect with the city, and I am ready to go home to my quiet, lovely house. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you real soon. Take very good care. Bye.